Is it? It might be. I mean, it would make sense with the whole rum and whatnot with the ultimate.
I think Valve should be a bit careful with their item designs. They're promoting drinking and smoking in the same hero.
Which it kind of always is, it feels like, in every patch.
We've talked a lot about how this patch gets played for the most of the time. It's a lot about brawling and fighting in mid-game, and Elder Titan loves these fights. The aura is super strong, the stun is really good, and he has, obviously, the ulti is like, you don't pick Elder Titan for Earth Splitter. It almost feels like a bonus, right? You pick him for the laning stage and for the stomp. And then if you can get a good splitter, awesome. But it was never the reason you grabbed the hero to begin with, so...
I mean, his ult always feels like a luxury, right? Unless you're playing him...
It does.
I mean, even when you're playing the core Elder Titan, it's just the right-clicking
Seleri up here. I don't know if GH can run this one down.
Well, he's committing, it looks like.
Trying.
The boar is going to continue to slow him down. Nope, he's going to try to fall back now. Can Tobi actually catch up? He doesn't have axes yet, obviously, still level 1. Will go down to Seleri's Q, though. So, very nicely done. First blood for Viking.
He did create a lot of space in this first wave, though, GH. So, Ursa got 5 CS to the 2 of Beastmaster. I would still say that is still a slight victory for Viking, but not by as much as you would think, considering it's a first blood.
Right.
And Maiden also expended a lot of resources on getting that kill. So there's like, it looks like a big win, right? 300 gold. You get, it says first blood. I think it's really
flashier.
Cool. Yeah, but like if Maiden has to use, let's say, a mango and 3 tangos, that's already half the value they got for the kill. And then you got Ursa full free wave. The economy at that point is, you know, pretty even overall. It's a slight advantage right now, it looks like, if you compare the gold. Like, Maiden is 200 ahead of Elder Titan, and Ursa and Beastmaster are neck and neck. So it's a slight win, I would say, still.
Bottom lane, we're seeing a little bit of aggression here from Viking, but not able to actually finish anybody off. Only level 1 on Rocket Barrage right now, so have to wait for that to get leveled up before looking for actual kills, most likely.
These wings on Kuro look cool, by the way. Can I just say that?
Kuro.
They're really cool.
Oh, hold on. We might have a kill here. Very low. Kills are more important than cosmetics, believe it or not. As Seleri does get briefcase down by GH. And Tobi will have to resign to going back to his tower. So Kuro, yeah, his... Oh, these are like the...
it's Crimson.
What do they call them again?
They're Crimson.
Yeah, the Crimson.
Yep. I didn't actually know this Crimson item existed. Oh, nice shards.
Yes, that is really nice. And that is going to be a relatively easy kill then for Viking. Off to a good start in the kill department. And the CS mid is relatively even as well, which... I mean, how do you rate Kunkka versus Storm?
Storm has a lot of base armor, so I think he does completely fine against Kunkka. The way Kunkka usually wins his lanes is by harassing heroes down with the cleave, but since it's physical damage type, Storm's 7 base armor actually help him a lot here at not having to buy too many salves. So I think it's kind of just a draw for the most part, this lane. And
take a torrent to the base there.
We talked about mind control in this game. I think he's a very important hero to keep track of, not because he's top of the net worth right now, but because of how big an impact his auras have in this strategy. His start is very good, and if he can keep up this tempo and get toward a quick, say, Greaves or Pipe or Crimson in whatever order he wants, they're all 3 incredible this game. Crimson is awesome against Gyro, Pipe is awesome against 3 or 4 heroes on the Radiant, and the Greaves are always kind of nice and a lot cheaper, right? So Mind Control's game has a huge influence on what Nigma can do in the mid-game where the Radiant lineup wants to win the game. So I think it's very good news for them that his game's this good.
Yeah, he is 2nd in the net worth overall. Of course, it is quite early on so far.
Nice damage bottom. Shad, is he actually going to die here? He might just die.
Gonna be close. Rocket Barrage is going off.
Kuro's tanking the tower way too much
here. Taking a lot of damage from the tower, and the Rocket Barrage will be enough, along with the right clicks from Aramis. KuroKy's dead spirit is chasing Shad, though, so he needs to be careful. There are there's no regen of any kind here right now, but he's gonna get away safely. As we focus on the top lane that is pushing more and more with Weehaw and GH just going in deep here again, it looks like. God, he does so
now level
much
5.
damage. Jeez.
It's the level 3 Beastmaster. Bottom, bottom rune. Really? Kuro will just get it with the stun. Can overtake the Tusk. Is that 4 runes if Weehaw gets this?
But Weehaw dies trying to get to the other bounty. Unfortunate for him. And GH trying to get some retribution. My God, I can't even believe how much damage this hero does.
Is he killing him?
This is absurd. Oh, we're gonna see We're not going to see a kill mid, but Storm Spirit did apparently die to Tanner. He had his boat. Somebody replay that. Syndrin, can you rewind?
Yep.
This is a replay, right? Oh.
Yep. Oh man, that was a great combo from KuroKy.
Is that your play-by-play?
No, it's a rewind. So we talk about it in the past tense.
All right, great kill. KuroKy, bottom. We're assuming it was a great kill. Continuing to go off. As
not bad
damage Malice
here.
is red. He also has the Crimson thing equipped. And Rocket Barrage continuing to do a lot of damage, but KuroKy doesn't seem to mind. His mind control is not taking any of it himself.
What if they just agreed, we're gonna pick the heroes we have the dopest shit on, and then that's gonna make us better? Isn't that how it works? The better your cosmetics, the better you are?
That's right. Control baited them in. Oh, the Beastmaster dies first. Mind Control will die next. Shad taking extra damage, gets procced twice.
That's a tusk, by the way,
back
not
in
a
for
Beastmaster.
KuroKy. What did I say? Just stop correcting me mid-fight, all right? People can see on the screen. For God's sake,
if you're a beginner, you could easily think this guy would be called Beastmaster. He has tusks. Right. Top. That's a very good stomp from GH.
Taking the Echo Stomp, and GH will get the credit for that kill.
And the Beastmaster.
Yep, there's
will survive.
The Viking. I'm just going to call him the Viking. See, if you want to make it truly noob-friendly, we don't call them by their names. Oh. This is Pirate Man being delivered something from his horse. It's a flying jaded horse, in case you were wondering.
Pretty.
And Briefcase Man, the businessman, GH, getting a nice shrine.
Businessman.
In the jungle.
I've never played this game before. This guy looks like a businessman.
He's a businessman. He's very serious about it. Top lane, the bear with the cowboy hat.
Oh, that was maybe too far.
He pops his ult, though. We'll take less damage as a result. We're seeing the KuroKy combo now on the Elder Titan. Business not so good right now as he might go down. He's going to dodge the Torrent, though, for now, as the Storm Spirit comes in, takes out the Beastmaster.
GH might get a stomp off here, too, if he's good. Is he good,
Tanner,
you think?
Continue. He's pretty good. He can go to the high ground now. We're going to see Storm Spirit get yet another kill. We're watching the businessman end up getting dropped by the pirate.
He thinks there's a ward now because he got hit from the low ground, but he was just standing barely on the stairs, I think. There was no vision for KuroKy. He needs to use attack ground there, and in order to swing when he did, I think...
They're probably going to buy a sentry now.
Yeah, that's... I'm surprised too. I definitely thought GH was on the high ground there. I could have sworn that was a fine stomp. Alright, well...
Miracle could have too. An elixir, by the way, which we'll talk about very shortly. Pit of Malice using the bot lane. Shad, who is not a pirate, by the way. This is a gyrocopter, in fact. Just happens to have a pirate ship he's equipping right now. KuroKy on the run, level 4. Shards will block him in, and the tag team should ensure that he will not get away this time around. And the credit goes to Tanner all the way from that mid lane. What a good clean boy. Oh, meanwhile, top lane, Ursa. Weehaw living on the edge, but does have a healing salve, so should be good to go now.
He's taking a lot of harassment from the Maiden Beastmaster, but he's still clearly out-leveling them. He's level 7. Beastmaster's still level 5.
On bottom lane, Pit of Malice into an amalgamation of skills. Actually going to try to turn this around. Rocket Barrage, in addition to the gyro ult, come out onto mind control. And here comes the Tussa, be able to finish him off quite easily. GH blocked in by the shards again, trying to get up an Echo Stomp. Decently successful, but maybe not enough. Oh, Aramis actually doesn't have any more mana, so GH will get away with his briefcase and all.
Yeah, all spells were on cooldown. I think there was no way of connecting a torrent there either for Tanner, so nice stomp from GH, gets him out. But still, the big win there, getting the kill onto mind control. He's still a pretty farmed hero, so it's nice kill Aramis though.
Yeah, he is
Didn't get
mega dead.
Oh,
I say that? Oh my god, that was almost sick.
If he would have denied himself, that would have been cool.
Not cool enough, though. Keen Optic picked up by the KuroKy. Would you keep this on him? Or would you put it on somebody like CM?
It's kind of nifty on Beastmaster too, isn't it? I think it's probably better on Maiden, though.
She can use all the help she can get with that measly movement speed of hers. This is the 10-minute mark. It looks like Viking will get the top, and they'll trade it for the bottom. So it's a 1-for-1, as we've seen pretty much this entire qualifier.
And Nigma did get 3 bounties though, so a little bit of a win there.
And Shad is in the top lane now on this gyrocopter.
Yeah, they want to make an aggressive move on Weehan, get the tower. Might see Aurora come out.
Indeed. Call down is available if they want to expend it. He will not. Homing missile does connect as Weeha pops the ult in preparation for a lot of damage. There comes the ult from gyrocopter, and that's going to end up being a relatively easy kill. And actually, surprisingly, GH stayed around to fight the 1v5 and ends up dropping as well.
Yeah,
Give me a trade of tier 1s.
His stomp was really good, and I actually think if there's some TP support there in the tower, maybe they can protect their Ursa, but Miracle didn't have mana. Mind Control's busy pushing the bottom tier 1, so he doesn't want to join. And Venge, I think, was maybe just barely level 6, so I think all in all, cutting Weeha there for GH after the Great Stomp is definitely the play.
The jelly!
Oh, jelly!
And the brooch. Wow, what a great set of items for Team Nigma. I'm sure they're just thrilled to see these things pop up out of the jungle.
Jelly is
Goodness me, oh my.
decent on Storm at least.
Of course, it's good on everyone. There's never a game where like, I don't really need this.
There are a lot of heroes that benefit way more from mana regen. Storm is definitely one of them.
And we have KuroKy sitting at the tier 1 tower looking for a potential gank, but none of his teammates are really that close. So let's keep an eye on who gets the jelly. So one on Storm as expected. Do you think we're waiting for Ursa? Is that the second target? That's my guess.
Could be, yeah. I think so.
KuroKy is dead. And now he dies. Just a delayed call. Sorry guys, working with a little ping issue here.
Oh, they're actually trying Miracle here. He got the combo right.
With the boat, Torrent is available there as well. His mana is relatively low, but he has better positioning on the high ground. Pit of Malice is here as Mind Control makes his way. Tanner has the armlet, staying alive, but not long enough as Seleri pops the ult, but really to no avail. And now Mind Control gets Beastmaster Roar, but there's not a whole lot of follow-up after that because they focus on the Elder Titan instead. And now the brunt of the damage is applied to Underlord himself. Another Pit of Malice. KuroKy does have swap just in case. Doesn't look like he'll need it. We'll use it aggressively onto Shad instead. Here comes the fat, juicy bear with the cowboy hat. Going back and forth and playing on his tambourines. Looks like nothing's going to come of it.
That's like the perfect taunt for Weeha, actually. It's the best taunt.
Okay, can you name his favorite taunt, which he spams more than any other? This is probably a hard one for you. But
how do you know this?
Because I know him.
I know Invoker?
No, it's 100% Alchemist. Just picture it.
Okay.
You've seen it, yeah. You've seen that one a lot. But
I can see that. 2 outposts
like he's going for the same build, by the way.
Huh? What's that?
Ursa's going for the same build, so I'm going to go straight for Bashers. Tobi?
Yeah.
Doesn't have more, and
this is not happening.
Beautiful. And we're going to have a potential gank here bot as Miracle and GH group up with this smoke. Oh, this would be a big kill. Going to initiate on the Shad. The layering is not perfect, but it's going to be a kill nonetheless.
Good enough.
We have a counter smoke on the other side, though. And if they can get Ursa here, it'd be pretty big.
He has ulti, and there's a shrine to TP on.
Into boat. Everything will connect, but a lot of the damage has been mitigated as Mind Control comes to help out. And yeah, Viking is going to have to back out now, but they better be careful because Miracle has come to play. KuroKy with the stun. Stuns galore. In fact, Beastmaster the first to fall. A double Echo Stomp. Tanner, will he stay alive? Absolutely not. 4 dead as Aramis will be a full team wipe. And my goodness, that is a lot of damage.
All right, Elder Titan in this game has seemed very nice. I'll say that much.
Oh, yes.
Okay, good voice
lines.
lines.
A lot of voice lines. Of course, Gyro is up already because he died bottom just before that fight took place, but technically a team wipe nonetheless. But yeah, very good fight for Team Nigma, and Tobi has a lot of these value items. Has the buckler helm and going for drums now. So they're really going for the aura heavy Beastmaster. As we're about to hit 15 minutes, can they get this outpost at top? With Elder Titan, I don't think so.
Oh, he can actually stop them here.
Yeah, that is...
Wow,
oof,
that
pretty
is
big.
actually...
And they have both. Wow.
Yo,
That's a really good hero. We talk about heroes that are good
just
with
seeing
outposts.
this
That
one,
one's really good.
these 15 minutes have me sold on this hero right now.
Yeah,
Not gonna
agreed.
lie. It's the most convinced I've been by a hero I haven't seen so much lately in the minor qualifier. This has looked really, really good for GH this game.
And Weehaw gets his favorite item, the Essence Ring. So he's found it in every game but one so far on his Ursa. Echo Stomp on the Kunkka in the mid lane. Going towards a Halberd right now.
GH?
Initiate onto GH. With some reinforcements here. Yeah, KuroKy will swap. Pit and Malice to help out as well. GH might be getting away, but no, here comes Shad. Finally able to finish him off with Mind Control, taking the brunt of the damage now. Elder Titan buys back into the game. It's going to be a trade of sorts. CM dies, but it did cost the buyback on Elder Titan.
Invisibility.
They really want to find somebody else, or else this buyback was not worth it. I hear a bear chasing. Oh, if they can get Shad, this will be huge. A TP is coming. He pops his wand. Nice roar from Tobi. A buyback from Crystal Maiden. KuroKy blocked out with the Ice Shards. Beautifully done from Viking. And maybe they can clean up now as KuroKy and Weehaw kind of separating from each other. The first to fall will be the Beastmaster with the Venge, but Tusk is going to die now. It's Miracle with the ridiculous mobility, which in essence is truly Storm Spirit's forte. Ends up getting a double kill for himself. So looked like it could have been a good turnaround, but Team Nigma still ended up on top.
Insanely farmed on Storm. My god. He's gonna, what's this? Gonna be a 16-minute Bloodstone, and it's the new Bloodstone, the one with Kaya. So Spell Amp is gonna be wrecked up. And as long as Nigma take these fights where stuns get forced onto Ursa or Underlord, the Storm is going to have a field day. They kind of need to plan out who's going to save something for Storm. Because I think if they drop the whole package on one of the other two, they're going to lose the fight anyway, even if they kill the guy straight up.
Drop the whole package. I haven't heard that one in a while.
I don't know if I've ever said it before, so that makes sense.
You know, I appreciate you bringing out these new phrases for this cast.
Yeah.
You've been saving up a long time for that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a chat wheel.
Team, drop the package. Quickly.
Well, it's in line with a bit.
Please.
Hey, Elder Titan could drop the whole package, okay?
That's true. He literally has a package.
He has two
beats the shit
packages,
out
if
of
you know
people.
what I mean.
I kind of do, actually. Goodness.
Yeah.
This is now turned into a rated R cast. Thank you.
Minor qualifiers, final
always.
cast. Yep. Let's smoke.
KuroKy smoked up with Miracle, and they are looking for middle as Tanner ends up playing a little bit passively here, and it might have saved his life. KuroKy's going to be spotted now. Nether Shawl. Is this a good game for it? For
who
Storm
got it?
Spirit. Ursa has it right now.
It's not good on Earth.
Obviously.
I would put it on Storm. I think it's...
Yeah, I would too.
It's unlikely that the minus armor will matter.
Whoa, Miracle jumping in. Oh, nice snowball, but it puts them in harm's way. This could end up being worse for them. Miracle continuing to go into the other side of the tower now. Going to focus on Seleri. He's stayed alive for a very long time, but will end up dropping at the end of the day. Homing missile is continuing its way towards Miracle. He's going to dodge it, and he's going to go right back in with that newly picked up Bloodstone. Aramis very low, but Miracle will finally finish him off. It seems like he has endless amounts of mana with this Bloodstone. Good lord. 4 dead in the blink of an eye. In addition to a courier, the donkey just got destroyed, Sidner. Jesus. Yeah. And a tier 1 tower will follow.
Arcane Rune and Bloodstone is really good on Storm. Did you know?
Yeah.
You can do a lot of stuff. Okay, so the really cool thing about this play from Miracle is not only does he not get caught, but he keeps 2 or 3 heroes trying to get him, and that does so much damage indirectly. Because instead of being able to help in the team fight, they keep desperately trying to get a roar off on Miracle or an X mark or a Frostbite, like whatever it is. And he's just playing around with them, jumping in and out all the time. And in the end, if you create that big of a distraction while dealing damage, the fight just plays itself in the end. So stellar Storm play in that fight. Can't really say much else.
And now he has the Aegis, so it will be pretty difficult to take him out. It looks like GH is holding out to the Nether Shawl for now, by the way. Also a decent target. Miracle
yeah, that's
doesn't really
cool
have the
too.
slots.
Sure.
Well, you could drop a null, I suppose. He's going to be going for an Orchid now on Storm Spirit. And that is a pretty serious proposition for Viking, who lose their top outpost. And it's gonna be close. Will they be able to get this in time? Oh, Storm
they will.
jumps in. They do find it, but how much will it cost them? Mind Control is here with that Firestorm. Boat coming in. Don't think that's gonna keep the Kunkka alive for too much longer, despite being a very good debuff. Or a buff, I should say. Tanner. Miracle doesn't really have that much mana to speak of, but I hear Ursa beating the shit out of that Beastmaster. That's gonna be a kill for Weehaw, and the Kunkka will fall. So was it worth it? Probably not. As I have to admit, they're looking really good this game. Team Nigma.
I think Viking are in trouble. Now, that might sound really obvious to you guys if you've been watching a lot of Dota in the last month and you're like, wow, 9k lead minute 20, this game is surely over. But we have had so many pieces of evidence that Dota doesn't really work the same way. But you've got a different feeling about this one, don't you? Like when you watch the fights unfold, when you watch the way heroes ramp up, I think this one feels more like a real 10k lead, if I can call it that. Like, you're feeling the advantage in fights compared to what we've seen in different games in the minor qualifiers. It might also feel better just because Nigma are playing better with their advantage. But there's just so much valuable net worth. It's just high value.
In part has to do with Storm Spirit is the one that's snowballing, and he is quite possibly the hardest hero to contain when he's at this point in the game. I mean, we've seen this so many times in this history. KuroKy gonna get the swap up onto Seleri, and he's done so.
The other thing too is, if you look at what value Nigma get out of their net worth, the Underlord, for example, who's sitting on 7k gold, his gold is extremely impactful. He has a Crimson Guard, he has Arcane Boots for the team, he has a Buckler for the team. All of this adds up in fights. This Crimson is making it extremely difficult for Viking to kill targets, just flat out. Oh, he actually has 60 bonus damage too on the Underlord. That's a free relic from being involved in fights. Not bad.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That was pretty sexy. And this is going to be a 3v
heroes.
Or will it? They're actually going to try to initiate here. The boat onto Mind Control. The jump in from Miracle. They're actually applying everything, but KuroKy is going to save his Underlord. KuroKy will be the first to fall, but Weehaw jumps in with that BKB. Multiple heroes. It hits 3. Triple kill for Weehaw. And this is looking very grim.
There's your chat line.
Maybe a little too sexual, actually. But the tier 3 tower is next on the list. GG is called, so game 1 is an absolute beatdown.
Wow.
Well played.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to give the MVP to GH. I think that his early game was so impactful and created so much space for everyone.